Greetings, everybody. It's time for some yoga. It's time for some stretching and some breathing and a little lengthening so that you can either start your day off right, take a break in the middle of your day, or definitely end your day on a high note. So, as always, you need a nice, easy, open space, your mat, a blankie, whatever you've got. Of course, we're going to stretch your hamstrings. Of course we are. So, a band or a strap or a towel, right? We're going to leave that right there. And then whatever else you need in order to be comfortable. I've got some iced tea back here, right? And I've got Cheddar England. So maybe he'll stick around throughout our entire session today. So wherever you are, whatever kind of a day you've had, whatever kind of day you are anticipating, let's just begin by lifting up nice and tall. Place your hands on your knees and let's close your eyes. So take in a few deep breaths and just exhale. Whatever it is that is bumping around in your head, let that go so that your time here on your mat is yours. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's continue to breathe. Do well with the breath. And then here, take an ear over to a shoulder. Roll that chin to that chest. Take that ear over to that opposite shoulder. And lift back up to the center. Poke your chin to the sky. And bring that head right back to the center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and angle out that stretch a little bit. So drop an ear to a shoulder and then just drop your nose down in the direction of that knee. So we can feel that stretch here through this side of the neck, right? Good. Come on back to that tip and lift to the top. And then other side, tip it over. And then once you're there, roll that nose down towards that knee. We'll come back to that tip and then lift up tall to the center. Very nice. Scoop those arms out to the side. Inhale, reach tall, lift and extend. Bend the elbows, park your hands right there on your upper back, and let's just push your elbows up to the sky. So go ahead and open up that chest, lift that chin. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So I can feel my elbows pointed skyward. You might feel a stretch into the tricep. You might feel the muscles of the back working just to lift you up super long and tall. Lovely. Release. Draw those elbows forward, and we're just going to push those elbows back behind you. So as we press the elbows back, we're squeezing those shoulder blades and still opening up that chest. You can lift your chin if you'd like. And then reach everything forward. Once we're there, let's interlace the fingers. Press those palms on out to the front. Press, press, press. And release. Scoop it on out to the side. Reach out long through those fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Flip those palms down. Drop over to one side. Look up past those opposite fingers, right? So wherever you are, press both hips into that mat. Take these extended fingers, float them on around behind you. Maybe you can set them on that hip back there. We're still going to open up that chest and look up to the sky. Very nice. Breathe, breathe. Extend that arm back up. Reach out nice and long. And press up to the center. Lovely. Drop it over other side. Reach out, look up. Hips are level and square on that mat. Float that hand maybe behind you to that opposite hip. Very nice. Float it up and out. Reach, reach. Come on up to the center. Excellent. Lift those arms up overhead, reach and extend, and then lower those hands right here down to your heart at Namaste. Move into a seated sun salutation. So just inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge and reach. Inhale, scoop and lift. Exhale, fold and drop, arms to the sky. Inhale, lock and lift. And exhale to the heart. Namaste. Second round, inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge and reach. Inhale, scoop and lift. Exhale, drop and fold. Inhale, up we go. And exhale to the center. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, up. And exhale to the heart. Namaste. Fantastic. Take an elbow, drop it over to a thigh. Push that opposite elbow up. So we're getting even deeper into those obliques. Come on up, drop everything over, other side. And lovely, up to the top. Take those hands, push those palms right on down into that mat. Lift up and lengthen through that spinal column. Up, up, up. Excellent. We're going to engage your core. So drop your chin to your chest. Take that tailbone, scoop it up towards your belly button, and just lift those hips off the floor by pushing your palms down into the mat. So we're looking down at your tummy. And then releasing back down to that mat. Lovely. Release those legs, park those guys right there on that floor, right on out in front of you. Oh, we're just going to grab your thighs and lift up nice and tall. Excellent. Time for a spinal twist. Leave these knees bent and let's just twist and rotate to the side. You can bring that elbow, that arm to the opposite side of that leg and look over that shoulder behind you. Good. Come on around through the center and just twist it to the other side. Lovely. Back to the center, grab those thighs, lift up nice and straight. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and maybe press those toes into the floor, maybe lift them up and off that mat. Excellent. From here, if you can, drop your chin to your chest, and then let's go ahead and just maybe round that spine a little bit as you hug those legs in closer to your body. Lifting up, reaching the arms forward, extending out those legs. We find our boat, our Navasana, so hang out right there. Excellent. Right here, there's our boat. And then we can come back up into that balanced position. Lovely. Let's go ahead here. Reach those arms forward again. If you'd like to place one foot on the floor, you can. But let's just maybe extend out one leg. One leg reaches. Arms lift up over the head. Arms reach forward. Let's swap out those legs. Lift up those arms. And excellent. Park your feet on the mat. Flop your knees out and open to the side. Drop and round into a nice folded, back lengthening, glute stretching kind of starfish. Very nice. Take your time. Scoop. Round and roll up to the top. Lift up nice and straight. Check in with that posture. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel how long your spine is. And relax. Very nice. We're gonna go ahead and draw those knees back in. So let's here extend that left leg forward. I'm gonna take my right ankle, position it here on top of my left quad. We're gonna make our way out towards rock the baby. So reach down with those hands, pick up that lower leg, pick it up however you like, and then let's just pull it into the body with that straight spine. Remember that nice straight spine we just found? Lift up tall, find that spine, and then gently rock the baby side to side. Excellent. Back to the center. Release. Bring that leg back down to that thigh. Press up tall. Lifty, lifty. Nice, straight, long, elongated body. Relax it. And then we're just going to swap out legs. So go ahead and pull that opposite leg in. Cross it over. Pick that leg up as best you can. With that straight spine, let's just gently rock that baby. So you might feel a little stretch into that glute. And probably have to work pretty hard here to keep that spine straight. And excellent. Down we go. Lift up. Push those palms into that mat. Lift up your ears. Up, up, up. And relax. Both legs forward, give them a little wiggle. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead here. Take those hands, park those hands behind you, and we're gonna press up in to reverse plank. So the palms are there, and we just lift up. Up, up, up. Good. Lower down, wherever you are. Bend the right knee, and we're gonna press back up into plank once again. Just got the right foot on the floor, so it's a bit of a crab plank, right? We've thrown both of those together here. Up, up, up. And down we go. And you can perform that same lift again. If you can, let's find your half hero. So I'm gonna take my right knee and just drop it forward. So from here, we can lift up again. If your knee doesn't like that, you stick with that crab plank hybrid. You should feel a quad stretch here. Go ahead and lower down. We'll untangle those legs and let's do all of that again. So legs are extended forward. There's our reverse plank. Lower down, bend the left knee. Up we go. Crab and plank at the same time. Lower down, one more of those crabby planks, or drop that left knee forward, press up, half hero. And down we go. Untangle everything back to that mat. One more time, grab those thighs, lift up tall, inhale, breathe in. And then as you exhale, round that spine. Go ahead and roll down onto your mat. little sip of tea there if you need it, right? So down we go, nice and flat on that mat, duck walking those feet together and then flopping those knees out to the side where we can wiggle out those hips a little bit, all right? Wiggle them out, soften through the hips. We're gonna still work on our quads. We're gonna get those hip flexors a little bit. So just for a moment, extend both arms out to the side, T position. Out they go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And we'll engage that core once again. So bring those hands together up here over the chest. Interlace the fingers. Take in a breath. Scoop up. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Up we go. And excellent. Lower down. Release those arms. Very nice. I'm going to scoop my left arm over my head and just take my right arm down here beside me. My palm can be face down on the floor. That'll work just fine. So you can also just rest it on your thigh, whatever you'd like, but I'm going to take this left arm and I'm going to reach it and scoop it over to the right. So I'm giving myself a little lean here, trying to squeeze through that right oblique and stretch through the left. Nice. Come on back to the center. It's as if we're doing standing half moon, but we're just on our backs. So that right arm reaches behind you, left arm comes here down beside you. As you're ready, scoop left. And then unscoop. Unscoop, draw those arms around beside you, bring those knees together, hug those knees into your chest, and then maybe scoop your nose up towards your knees. Lovely. Down we go. Give that lower back a little rock. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then we'll untangle those ankles, set that left foot on the floor, and then right ankle on top of that left quad. There we are. We're gonna press on up into bridge pose today. So park your paws right there on that floor beside you, and we're gonna peel that spine off the mat. Lift yourself up so you're nice and level. Inhale, breathe in. Then exhale, press up to the top. Maybe you can roll that left heel off the floor. Up, up, up. And then slowly roll everything down to that mat and hug those knees into your chest. A little through the whole pose here. Feeling a little fancy today. Maybe we can scoop the nose and the knee together. Before we release everything back down. Lovely. Place that left foot on the floor, slide the right foot to the floor, and let's just try the other side. So left ankle on top of that right quad, hands on that mat for support. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, up we go, into bridge. Maybe you can roll up that right heel, up, up, up. And slowly roll down, grabbing behind that right thigh, hug those legs in. Maybe scoop the nose and the knee together. Before we release it back down. Excellent. Untangle those legs so we can stretch them right up to the sky. Point your toes. Flex the feet. Excellent. Once again, point the toes. Roll the toes back. Flex the feet. And maybe one more time. Point the toes. Roll the toes back. Flex the feet. Keep those feet flexed. Drop those legs out to the side. A nice wide reclining ankle pose. And then press down on your inner thighs with those hands. Nice. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. And let's just hang onto your ankles and pull your heels close to your body. Perfect. Release. Knees come together. Drop those arms out to the side T position. Let's give it a little spinal twist. So both knees flop to the right. Let's give it a little press here, shall we? Press down on that top thigh with that right hand. Turn that head to the left. Go ahead and release, roll through the center, flop everything to the other side. Drop it over, looking to the right. And excellent. Back to the center, untangle everything, and then we'll just set those feet on the mat. Lovely. Give everything a little wiggle, and we are ready here to stretch your hammies. So pick up your towel, your band, whatever you have. Go ahead and loop it up and around that right foot, and let's lengthen out that right hammy. Excellent. Keep that right foot flexed, and let's just breathe. Very nice. Reach up, take that strap into just that right hand, open that right leg out to the side, inner thigh stretch, hips are level, pushing out through that right heel. And then we'll go ahead and release, untangle that right leg, send it down and out along your mat, give it a little wiggle, and then actually we're gonna energize it. So once that right leg lands, let's point the toes of that right foot, and we're gonna energize that right leg. So feel like that right leg is trying to reach forward and touch that wall way out in front of you. So make that right leg a little longer than what it is now. Reach, extend, and then relax it. Wiggle it out, give it a shake before we bend it. Right foot on that mat, grab your band, loop it up, left leg, hammy stretch. There we go. So keep that foot flexed. Let that left leg just melt down towards your body. Thinking of nothing but that left leg as it lengthens. Breathe, breathe, breathe. and then reach up, take that strap into that left hand, open that left leg out to the side, drop it out, level hips, breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and release. Release that left leg, send it on down along your mat, maybe give it a little shake, and then we're gonna energize that leg as well. So point the toes of that left foot, reach that left leg out super long, send it out towards that wall in front of you, reach, and rest it. Wiggle it out. And then we're gonna go ahead and hug both knees into the chest, cross the ankles, scoop it up, diamond pose. Relaxing from diamond pose, we'll just go ahead and grab a thigh and come on up to the top. Nice. So once we come on up, we're just resettled here. Let's go ahead and grab those thighs and lift up. We're gonna hug those knees in towards the body a bit. So lift up, and then as you can, let's go ahead and hinge forward, place your hands wherever they like, and we're gonna try just to drop your nose down towards those knees. So wherever that nose lands is just fine, but just drop it down. And then once you're there, if your nose is still connected to your knees, let's see how far forward we can wiggle those toes and still keep those noses and those knees connected together. So wiggle out as far as you can and then hang out there and breathe. And then when you're ready, scoop and round, up to the top, lift up, lengthen that spine. Fantastic. Float those arms out to the side, reach. There we go. I'm gonna rotate to the front here. So reach. Go ahead and drop yourself over to the side. Yes. And then excellent, leaving those hips level just like we did before. Let's see if we can't maybe drop that elbow a little closer to the mat. It doesn't have to come down all the way, but scoop that opposite arm skyward. Keep those hips planted. Make sure you're not tipping up that hip. Keep it down, drop it over. Good, up to the center, reach out that opposite arm, level hips, and then drop that elbow maybe a little bit. Good. Up to the top, relax those arms, wiggle out that upper body, and then as you're ready here, we're gonna flip over to your tummy. So however you'd like to flip to that tummy is just fine. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and send that to the side since Cheddar left us today, right? So let's go ahead and flip to the old tum. Hands on that mat, we're gonna come on up into Cobra. So a little bit of space between those feet, derriere's nice and tight. Press up into Cobra. Good, maybe you can press those hands forward. Bring your elbows to the mat and come on up into Seal. Lift up your ears. Pressing up further into Sphinx. Derrieres are tight. Feel that nice stretch through the tummy. Back we go into Seal. Back we go into Cobra. And relax. Go ahead and take that forehead to the floor. Relax your glutes. Soften up your lower back. And excellent. We're gonna slide that left arm forward, way out in front of you. And then we're just gonna bend the right knee. Bend that right knee, reach back with your right hand, and see if you can't just pull that right heel closer to your glutes. So if you need to, you can use your strap, move that strap around that right foot, and just pull that leg in. Maybe relaxing that head here. Let's make a little change. Lift up that head, float that left arm off the floor. Maybe float the right leg, that right thigh off the floor. Up, up, up. And rest it down. There we go. We can try that once again, pulling that right heel close to your glute. If you're feeling a little fancy, let's reach back with both hands and grab that right foot. You can hang out here with your forehead on the mat. Or we can lift up that head, lift up that thigh, and breathe. Up, up, up. And rest it down. Release it. Excellent. Slide that right arm forward out in front of you, other side here, and just bend that left knee. Pull that left heel close to your glute. Breathe for a bit. Excellent. Up goes the head, up goes the right arm, and the left thigh. Up, up, up. And down we go. Floating that right hand back if you can. So we're just pulling that heel towards your glutes with both hands, right? If you are able to, lifting everything up. Resting down, releasing back, hands to the mat, press on up. And let's go ahead and stretch back into Balasana. Give it a good Balasana stretch. There we go. Wiggle it out, stretch out that spine. Good. Up we go, hands and knees. Fantastic. Tuck up your toes in the back, press up. Oh, there we go, right into down dog, and you can walk your dog. Or you can just hang out in down dog, stretching those calves. So here, feet back and equal weight on both feet. Let's go ahead and bend both knees just an inch or two. And then as you do so, try to send your head closer to your toes. Good, good. Come back into down dog and let's come forward into plank. Inhale into plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a few more. Inhaling and exhaling. And once we come back to plank, let's go ahead here. Release those knees to the mat. Release those toes, and then one more time, sit back, Balasana. Just a quick little stretch. And then we're gonna come on up to all fours. Fantastic. So here we are, hands and knees. Go ahead and wag your tail in the puppy. Give it a few wags here, a little side to side movement. And center it up. Lovely. Take your right foot. We're going to bring that right foot forward between your hands. And then maybe wiggle that foot just a little bit further forward. So we don't have that nice straight line between your knee and your ankle. We've just got that right foot a little bit further forward. We need to make a little bit of room so we can sink forward into that left hip and come on up into monkey pose. So we're looking back here, opening that chest to the sky and stretching out that left hip flexor while we're at it. So there we go, a nice monkey pose. Good, float those hands to the mat, press back, roll your right toes off the floor and drop your nose down towards that knee, kneeling pyramid. Good, let's try that again. Roll that right foot to the mat, lift up tall, open the chest. Very nice. Float those hands down to the mat, press back, roll up those right toes, and you can hang out here in that nice pyramid we were just in. If you want to sink back and sit down on that left heel, you can do that as well. Lifting up that head, pressing yourselves back up. So we're gonna do that same thing, only this time we're gonna tuck up those left toes, lift up that left knee, and find your balance. Come on up into warrior. Excellent. Float your hands to the mat, press back, straighten out that right knee, drop your head down. Pyramid pose. And then sink into that right knee. Come on up. Find your balance. One more time with warrior. Float the hands down. Press back into pyramid. If you are feeling fancy, roll your right toes off that mat. Roll that right foot down, sink into that right knee, step back down dog, and then plank. We're gonna make our way to up dog. Knees, toes, tighten up your derriere, and up dog. Can you chaturanga that? Of course you can. Lift up your hips, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and press up to down dog before we just bring those knees to the mat and release your toes. Good, so we need to go through that on the other side. So let's go ahead and bring that left foot forward and then wiggle those toes out just a little bit. We're gonna sink into that right hip and lift up. There's our monkey pose. There's that stretch into that right hip flexor. Your shoulders are down. Your ears are extending skyward. And we float those hands down. Press back, roll up the toes, kneeling pyramid. Lifting up, finding that monkey pose once again. Strong and steady. Hands to the mat, rock back, roll up the toes, drop the head down, sit back on that right heel if you'd like. Lifting up that head, rolling yourself up. We're gonna make our way here into warrior. So tuck up those right toes, find your balance. Press into pyramid. One more time with our balancing pose here, our nice, strong, steady warrior. Pressing back, maybe this time rolling up those left toes. Excellent. Roll those toes back down, step yourself back. Down dog. One more excellent down dog. Walk those feet forward towards your hands. Forward fold. Soften up those knees and then take your time as you scoop and lift up to the top. Lovely. Roll those shoulders up and back. Couple of times. And we're just gonna center ourselves here. Place your hands on your tummy. Your feet are underneath your hips. Your ears are lifted. And your balance is steady. Good. Eyes are closed. Feel your body breathe. And excellent. Relax those arms here beside you. Wiggle those guys out. And then we're standing tall in Tadasana. Fantastic. So from here, let's just breathe. Inhale, right leg lift, just a mini stork. And then left leg. So inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. So it might feel like a little tiny march. But as you start to move and breathe, maybe think about doing this with your eyes closed. Feeling your body shift from side to side and just feeling your center. Very nice. Both feet on the mat, eyes open. Let's go ahead and maybe just duck walk those feet out, right? Come on out, wide stance, toes just angled out a little bit. Taking both arms, swooping those arms up and around the body. Inhale, up go those arms. Exhale, float them down. Let's do that again, other side. Inhale, up. Big swoop around the body. Exhale, down. Take a couple of them. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time each side. Lovely. Once those arms are just hanging there down beside you, let's go ahead and duck walk those feet back in. And then wherever you are, drop your chin to your chest, roll that head forward. Bring your hands down to the mat. If they don't reach the floor, maybe you can place something underneath your hands so that you don't hinge over as far, right? A block, some books, whatever you've got. But in this position, let's relax your neck. Maybe shake that head a little from side to side. And then in this position, just pick up the right foot. Just pick it up, finding your balance. Lower down, and then the other foot. Lower down, both feet on that mat, little bit of space between those feet. Bend the knees. Go ahead and drop those knees out and open to the side. Bring your hands to your heart here at Namaste. And let's just hang out here. Again, close your eyes if you're comfortable. Releasing those hands to that mat. I'm gonna drop my knees forward and then just release my toes as we come on around onto your hind parts. Excellent. We have time for inversion today. So let's go ahead and roll down onto those mats. Hug those knees into your chest. Hopefully that feels awfully nice. Maybe give it a little rock here. So time for shoulder stand, right? If you'd like, scoot yourself over to a wall, put your hind parts on the wall, send those legs right up that wall, let the wall support you. Maybe you can hang out here, palms on the mat, hands underneath those hips. You can always use your strap to loop it up and around both feet, and certainly hang out here, right? Or we can find shoulder stands. So you find whatever works for you today and breathe. Any variation is fine. If you're up in shoulder stand, let's go ahead and reach those legs over your head. Find that balance point. Slowly lower that spine down to that mat. If you're in a different position and you're ready to come on down, you most certainly can. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze your tum-tum as you slowly lower those legs down towards that mat. Sorry there, Cheddar. Lower those legs down. Once they come down on that mat, go ahead and give those legs a little wiggle. Give them a little shake, and then we're gonna go ahead and curl on up into Matsyasana, the fish pose. Draw those elbows up underneath you. You're okay, buddy. Lift up your ears, open up that chest, and poke that chest up to the sky. Deep breath here. Lifting up that head, rolling everything back to the mat and releasing. Knees come into that body, and then we'll just give it a little rock here, right? Lots of work required to hold you in that shoulder stand position. So give it a good bit of rest here. Reward your body for that work. Nice. We'll give it one more spinal twist. So arms out to the side, T position, left foot on the floor, right knee on top of the left. Flop both knees over to the right. And then up to the center, other side. Flop it all to the left. And up we go. Nice work. Untangle your legs. You can flop them on out to the side, little opening up here of the hips, or you can extend those legs down and out along your mat. But you find your comfortable position for our remaining time today. So whatever that means to you, right? Maybe you need a pillow or a blanket, whatever you need, a little sip of tea. There we go, a little snuggling of the old Cheddar England. And look, I'm gonna slide Montag right into the shot. There we go. Good. Excellent. So wherever you are today, you find your comfortable position. You relax in that space, and let's just close your eyes. This is your time for you, This is your time to relax in your space and just be present. So let's close the eyes and let's work to soften that body. Breathe in, feel that chest expand. Breathe out, melt that body into your space. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Continue to breathe and just soften that body. Melt all of those body parts right on down into that mat. Your mat is here to support you. So let's just melt into a little puddle and breathe. We find ourselves soft and relaxed, coming to that easy, tranquil, quiet space where you are serene and easy. Let's just hover in this space and enjoy a few moments of your body in its most natural, relaxed state. And slowly and carefully, let's bring your awareness back into your space, back into your breath. Deep breath in, full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then maybe you'd like to wiggle your fingers and toes around a little. Maybe give yourself a little stretch or a little hug. You can even roll over onto your side for just another moment. You might even wish to press yourselves up into a seated position, but feel free just to stay wherever you are. If you're comfortable, you stay right there. But in your space, in your position, close your eyes and come inward. Just find that final moment of quiet, that final moment of peace that you can hang on to. Lokha Samasta. Sukino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for being here today. Namaste. Thank you for being you. So remember, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, get your vitamin D, hydrate, and as always, go wash your paws. Thanks, guys. And the fellas and I will see you soon. Come here, Chuck. These paws right here, go wash them. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.